Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of our Football Manager Road to Glory Challenge here with York City, the save where we take York from the Vanarama Conference North all the way to the Premier League and beyond. So it happened, everybody. It happened in the game 2 games ago, Ipswich game. We got promotion. We got promotion as champions on 92 points. So it really is party time and thinking about the future here at York City. If you are new to the save, please leave a like down below. A subscribe would be awesome as well, yeah, that would be much appreciated. Let's crack on with the last episode of the season. So you can see on the schedule screen here, basically, yeah, we completely turned our form around. All the players started to come back from injury, and gradually the work which we've been doing during our terrible run of form here started to sort of pay dividends, yeah, we finally got promotion against Ipswich. It was 4-1. Boxall, couple of brilliant goals from Teddy Jenks. As I said earlier, I would love to get Teddy Jenks on a full-time deal, but I really don't think it's going to be possible, sadly. Lewis has come back, played brilliantly in his shadow striker role, flipped back to the shadow striker. I alternate between the 4-4-2 and the shadow striker now. Let's have a look at this. Jenks goal here, smashes it into the corner there. Brilliant goal from Jenks. Freddie Robinson, by the way, Fred Robinson, our auxiliary reserve goalie, has actually done pretty well, to be fair. I mean, he's got like 7.2, 7.3 rating, so he's not done too badly, so I'm pleased with that, although it does give me a bit of a fright every time he comes near the ball, let's be honest. Recently in the last game, it was a 2-1 loss against Oldham, but we were already up by then and it was sort of party mode engaged. I think I gave the players 3 days off or something. There's a lot of unrest going on in the dressing room, players demanding new contracts, demanding to be played. I'm not listening to any of I'm putting the hammer down. I think there'll be a massive culling in the summer, and I think we're going to do a completely fresh, brand new rebuild. Lots of old players going, leaving the club, the likes of Navarro, perhaps Vieira as well, Cox, Stanley, all those players who were so good for us. Sadly, it is time for them to depart. We're going to be doing a big rebuild for our survival push in the Championship. But enough of that. We've got 2 games upcoming against Bradford and Scunthorpe in the league. I will see you shortly in the dressing room for the Bradford City match. So I'm just getting scout reports in, doing my prep for the summer, and look who's popped up, coming out of contract, I hope, is going to be Nico Williams. I think he is an absolutely tremendous right back. Let's fingers crossed. I can sense a really big, exciting summer on the cards for us. We had our youth intake, by the way, not much to write home about. I think there was like one 4.5-star striker, I think he was, and maybe a decent centre back, but nothing really to write home about. So let's push on now, get to the dressing room, team selection. So we've got Ross, West, Lewis, Bennett, Boxall, Kane. I don't like Kane at all. He's really annoyed me, so he's dropping out. I'm going to play Leif Davis because I can't play all the loans there, unfortunately. Navarro, I think he does deserve a final couple of games for the club, so I'm going to be bringing him on, hopefully when we're winning the game. Where's our kid gone? Where's the kid? We want the kid. Dale Mills, is he on the bench? Yeah, he is. He's already on the bench there. So let's get to the game itself. Hopefully we can get a win and get the party started here at York City. It really has been a horrid season. One of the worst seasons, or most difficult seasons I think I can remember in the game in a long time. Difficult in the sense that, the form was so patchy. It was so sort of tense and nervous. We were reliant on all of our loan signings. I don't think we can afford to do that again. In my opinion, the loan signings that you make really should be more or less the icing on the cake for your squad, rather than God, Robinson, rather than something that you rely on throughout the whole season. But because ours were so good and so much better than the rest of the squad this season, we really have been reliant on them. Here's Leif Davis. Jenks. Ross scores! Goal for Ross. 29th goal this season. Can he get to his 30th today against Bradford? York 1, Bradford 0. Oh yeah, we've also got rumours again of a board takeover. I don't think it's going to happen. It's been dogging us throughout the save, really, these rumours of a takeover. Like I say, I mean, I thought anyway, our York chairman was a sugar daddy underwriter, but I'm not 100% sure on that front. You can correct me in the comments. Let me know in the comments if you do know down below. But loads and loads of players have started to come, of course, now that we're up into the Championship, demanding more game time, demanding better contracts, and I've been sort of a little bit harsh with them. I'm not standing for any of that nonsense. Kane was one of them. He went straight on the transfer list, didn't like his attitude at all. So with all the players we've got on the transfer list, we can probably raise about $1 million. Ross scores again. That is his 30th goal of the season. Superb stuff. It is party time here at the community stadium. Get your beers out. It is party central here in the community stadium in York. York 2, Bradford City 0. Oh, lovely stuff indeed. So yeah, like I say, I mean, I've got a lot to think about. I've got to do my usual kind of building, but we have got, because of that Ascona transfer, that mega transfer that we had in the January, we've got a lot of Spensies in the summer. Bennett scoring there. He's been good for me since he's come back on the right. We've got a lot of Spensies available to us. So I think it's going to be a question of, if we can get Ross and West back on loan, I will do. Maybe Boxall as well, if there's not a suitable replacement come in for him. If there's not a suitable sort of freebie on the market. And then we'll see what we can do with the rest. Jenks has been absolutely tremendous. I would love it to be able to get him, but like I say, I don't think that's possible. Oh, goodness me. Robinson, I think he's one of those keepers which has got high eccentricity or something. Everything he touches seems to be a little bit weird, but he's got amazing reflexes in the game. Bennett charging through in a couple of games. I think it was against Ipswich. He made 2 or 3 absolutely tremendous, like worldy saves. So he could be one of those who could have interesting times. I don't think he's going to get anywhere near the first team next season. I do think we need a quality Championship or Premiership kind of level goalie. That is going to be priority. Goalie, centre-back, priorities for us. And obviously trying to replace the loans who have done so well for us through this season. But we have got the money in the bank. West scoring there. Matt West with his 13th of the season. Been tremendous for us, West. But Matt Lowe came in during our sticky spell when West had one of his knocks. And really improved as well. So I'd be happy enough with Lowe in the Championship. But there's going to be a big job on our hands in the summer. I'm really looking forward to that. I mean, I think it's the kind of thing that I excel at on the game. I'm not so great at the tactics. I'm not so great at the in-depth sort of analysis or anything like that. But I do feel I am good at squad building and spotting a youngster or two. I do think that that's something that I am pretty decent at. Kalani. Suter's on the transfer list. I've had enough of his mistakes. He's not Championship level for me. He's got a lot of interest from mid-level sort of Championship, Premier League, lower end Premier League kind of side. So I think we can get a fair bit of cash in for him. Kalani with a header there. Kalani's done okay. I mean, he was hampered by that. I think it was he was out for 4 months injury. Boxall, West. Over to Davis, rather. And Bennett scores. Bennett slots it into the back of the net. 5-0 to York. This really is party time here at York. So Yeah, I mean, this one's done and dusted. The league is done and dusted. I just wanted to show you how we were doing, how we would perform in the last couple of the games of the season. This episode, I think, is going to upload on a Friday, which is perfect, really. It gives me a lot of time to do some looking around at the market, doing my usual sort of analysis of all the players coming out of their contract, all the under-21s in the Premier League and the Championship. I've already started scouting, adding to my list, and then we'll see, you know, who comes out of contract. We'll make another shortlist, and then another shortlist from there. Is really how I do my business, or most of my business anyway. That is a tremendous performance, by the way. 5-0 against Bradford at half-time. They're not exactly slouches themselves, Bradford, but we really have given them a good thumping here at the Community Stadium. Yeah, so hopefully these takeover rumours don't come to pass, because I don't want a transfer embargo during the summer. West picking it up. Oh, he is amazing coming in for that left hand side there, West. I do really rate him very highly indeed. I think he will be an England international, though his development in terms of his training is a little bit slow. He's not got the arrows all sort of pointing up like some players. Kalani, I think, scores second goal of the season. Michael Suter has been booked. I wonder if he got a defender on the bench. Dunn is going to come on. I've had enough of Suter. That's the last we'll see of him, I think. I just didn't like his attitude. He's constantly complaining, constantly making mistakes, too small, no heading ability, so to speak. So, you know, he's gone in the summer. Matheson, on the other hand, has been really excellent. I did notice a big difference when he came back from injury. It coincided with our surge up the table, our surge in form. Done. So yeah, he's got one I've got my eye on. I don't know if I can do a deal for him. I don't really like spending more than $1 million or so on a player. Oh goodness me, Richardson with a lovely goal. Was that a sort of a bicycle kind of type thing? Bicycle kick kind of type thing. Thompson getting the ball out wide and drifts it in. Oh, that is great techers, top techers from that lad Richardson there. Don't think the keeper could have done much about that, to be fair to him. So yeah, as you can probably tell, I really am quite excited about this job we've got on in the summer. It really is something I can sort of get my teeth into, really push to improve. Luca Navarro is going to come out for one of his last games for the club. I think I'm going to be releasing Luca in the summer. He has been the hero, the talisman of this York side for 3 seasons it was really. He was scoring 30, 40 goal sort of region. Brilliant stuff from York there. Look at the ratings that we're having there. And we'll bring Dale Mills on as well, because why not? We want to get game time into Millsy here. Look at him. I mean, look at the state of that. That is something that I've never really, as I say, never seen before in a prospect that's come through the youth team. He's still only 17. He's now wanted again. All the wants have come back for transfer, as you can see. So I'm going to be sitting down with him and discussing a big boy contract, I think, pretty soon. As soon as I can, really. I want to get that done. I mean, unfortunately, he's not a specialist in a shadow striker. Good save by Robinson there. He's not a specialist shadow striker. But he's got the technique to play there, so I've got no worries about that. I mean, I'm wondering if I should train him if we do stick with this formation. I'm, again, toying with the idea of going back to something a bit more basic in terms of in the preset tactics, maybe going to a vertical tiki-taka, a similar kind of shape as this one, but just, slightly more basic, and then the same, but with a holding midfielder. It's something I'm thinking about, having 2 tactics there. No, we've got no more changes I don't think we can make there. So it's 6-1 to York. That is absolutely superb. I'm sure it's a victory the York supporters will remember for a long time. So let's hand over to assistant there. Lovely stuff. Dressing room atmosphere is now much better than it was as well. So let's. It's a long old week this one, so let's crack on and get on to the final match of the season against Scunthorpe in the league, coming right up. So here we are then, everybody, in the last game of the season in the league for us. In sad news I suppose, it's kind of sad in a way, Wiggett kicked up a fuss. He's really unhappy with me. I discussed a contract with him. He wanted like superstar player status or whatever it was. I said, no, you're a squad player, mate, too many mistakes, etc, etc. And he said that, he wanted a new contract, he handed in his transfer request, so he looks like he's done at the club as well. So it's going to be an entirely new back line for us. I think I'm just going to trigger Mills's contract extension here, be on the safe side. So let's crack on with this last game of the season now, get the season over and done with, and then we can go from fresh at the start of the season. I'd like to give Cox a sort of farewell, I think. Gerald and Cox can have a nice farewell. Galbraith, I think it's probably his last game as well. Teddy Jenks can come in. Well done, Boxer. I'd like to see you again, I think, sometime soon. Vieira, it might be your last game. Oh, sad times. Janelle Bennett's got a bit of a knock. But all those lads who've been so great for us, throughout the years, I think their time at the club is drawing to a close. Luca Navarro for Alric Brown. Alric, your time will come. Don't you worry about that at all, mate. So there we go. Happy with that. Let's play the game here. York versus Scunthorpe. Last game of the season. Like I say, I'm super duper excited about the summer and the way it's panned out. I've got the whole weekend to really get my teeth into it, and I think it's going to be big. It's going to be a big old job because we're losing one of our loan players, obviously. See if we can get them renewed. All of our back line, by the looks of things, apart from maybe Erkalani, will be off. So it's a big old job. It really is. Not much happening in this first half, not that it matters. We're on 96 points. Plymouth, it looks like, are in pole position to come up with this, although Hull are hot on their heels on the table. Doncaster are dropping down. Marcel Lewis has got a bit of a knock. We'll replace him with Mills at the half-time, I think. Jenks. Galbraith. Might be the last game for Galbraith. West. Slots it in. How good is Matt West, everyone? That is what I've been watching. That kind of finish is what I've been watching all season long. He has been absolutely amazing for us. Oh yeah, in other news, I was going to tell you, in other news during that week, Brighton went down, got relegated from the Premiership. I'm very surprised at that, given the calibre of youths that they seem to be developing. And maybe... this is the other reason I'm quite excited. Kawamya, Denny, Thomas, Hori. Good save by Fred there. This is the other reason I'm quite excited. I might apply for the Brighton job as my own sort of personal save. I haven't done a personal save, had a personal save since this York save started on YouTube. So it'd be quite exciting to take them over, I think, with all those prospects that we've got of theirs, if I can get the job, of course. I certainly will be keeping with York, though, for this save. That's the point of this YouTube series. It's a road to glory, after all. So let's go to tactics. We want to take Marcel Lewis off for Dale Mills. We want to get Mills on. And no, we'll keep Mills as shadow striker. I want to see how he does. That's a bit of a problem. So let's get on with the second half. Get the season done and dusted. Come on, lads. Can do better than that. We beat previous team 6-1 in the league in the last result. Yeah, we are a bit... the form is really strange for us this season. Some really amazing performances and then some shocking ones. West again. What a player. That kid is tremendous. He really, really is. I think he's going to be a future England international. He's only 18 or 19 or something at the moment, like most of our players are, to be fair. I mean, we have got a very, very young squad, as I showed you earlier this season. I mean, I think, well, our keeper, our backup keeper, is 28 or so, but he's off. And I think the next youngest player, oldest player, is 24. Most of them are 21, 22. I built it that way so I can maximise profits when we have to sell them, when they have to move on, when they kick up a fuss, because I know how this game works. And that is always the best way to do one of these build kind of ladder progression saves, these road to glories, is to have a whole host of young players, talented 4- or 5-star potential players that you can call upon. No. Yeah, we're going to play Chambers. I want to see Chambers. I want to see how he does in the back there. And we're going to say goodbye to Connor Stanley as well. Cox and Connor Stanley. Actually, no. Let's be a bit romantic about this. Let's say goodbye to Luca Navarro, and we'll also say goodbye to Romario Vieira. Although his contract isn't up for renewal, but I do feel he may be going in the summer as well. Loads and loads of changes. I mean, we relied on that Vieira, Cox, Navarro, Galbraith, all those players, Bars, we relied on so heavily to catapult us up the leagues. I mean, it really has been meteoric, the rise through the leagues. 4 back-to-back promotions this will be. So Panorama North, Panorama Conference, League 2, League 1, into the Championship. I really don't think this time round, I know I say it every season, but this time round I really don't think we're going to do another promotion push. Oh dear, that's a dear, that is a injury again. So let's just shuffle these around, confirm changes. I don't really care too much, I just want this season to be over now. But our injuries this season really have been remarkable, haven't they? So, I mean, I am delighted. I really am absolutely delighted with going up this season. So there we have it, everybody. Season done and dusted. Season 4 done and dusted. Promotion as champions again. I mean, I think that is absolutely incredible. I am dead chuffed with that result. So just confirmation of that result come through. Like I say, I mean, I'm so excited now. I've got this huge summer of rebuilding to do. Loads of money, loads of wiggle room this time round in the budget. Look at that, 3.3 million. Our wages, 126k a week. Plenty of room in the budget for freebies and such if we want them. Board are absolutely delighted with me, obviously. They're improving the facilities, so it really is going to be a massive summer for us. So I am really chuffed with how we've done this season. So if you have enjoyed that episode, everybody, please leave a nice thumbs up down below for me. A subscribe would also be much appreciated. I would love to get to 100 subs before the end of September. I'm really looking to build up the channel all the way through to FM21. Coming out soon, can't wait for that one. So like I say, please leave a nice thumbs up for me, a subscribe down below, and I will see you with the transfer special next Monday at 4:30. Have a lovely weekend, everyone.